Didn't respect, but fear. This must-have features interviews with players and coaches like Bobby Hebert, Marv Levy, and much more. Hundreds of photos will take you back to the 80s when Donald Trump was just an emerging name in pop culture. Hall of Famers like Steve Young, Reggie White, and Jim Kelly all got their start in the USFL. Order your Silver Anniversary magazine at usflonline.com.
Hello. We're not. I lied. Now we're back.
Paris said we're back when the mics are muted.
Now we're back on the Trifecta Live on WICR with our third segment of the day.
You almost put the entire segment on mute.
That would have
uploaded
Silent
in sign
ciphers.
language.
Silent ciphers. So we're gonna get into it. This is the hip hop breakdown on WICR. Now our first topic is my man J Rock announcing the 90059 tour. This is I guess it's a follow-up to Kendrick's tour, his little Kunta Groove tours. And I read that there are actually going to be 4 dates for this one, starting on November 21st at Poughkeepsie. Then he's also going to Maryland, then Massachusetts, and then finally SOBs in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So I
How much
can't
are
wait for
tickets?
this. I don't know, actually. They haven't gone up for sale just yet.
Probably like 20, 30. I'll definitely go to a J-Rock concert.
We should have went to the Kendrick ones.
I was with it.
I didn't have any money, so it was slow for
That's all
that.
we gonna Paris said we should have went, but I wasn't gonna pay for him.
I mean, you should have went then.
Yeah, just Dolo.
All right, hold on. Sorry, we got technical difficulties. My laptop is mediocre, so let's just roll with it. What's the next story? We got my man 50 Cent going at Rick Ross. This time on it was an Instagram battle. I remember the first shot was by 50 because 50 lately has just been clowning a lot of artists, primarily from the Maybach Music Group. And one thing that 50 said that I remember is the first post was, imagine this movie, a correctional officer becomes a rap artist that lies about selling drugs. And that is the Rick Ross film. Imagine that. Would you buy tickets for that? And then he just proceeded to come at Rick Ross.
Actually, the first post he made in that series was it was the shirt.
The shirt? No, I think the shirt was
No, the shirt was before. Cause I went through all of them in order. Because I was scrolling down, I saw the Rick Ross thing. If I saw the shirt afterwards, because you know how it's from top to bottom on Instagram, and I saw the shirt, and I was like, yeah, that's the first thing I saw, and I was like, he man dropping like a Rick Ross fat suit shirt.
Yeah, that was what. Yeah, that was the other one. That was the other one. Then
he dropped
that one.
Yeah, then the biopic.
The biopic. Yeah, there was a biopic, and then Rick Ross actually came back at 50, and was like, oh, you know, your son just applied to be a part of Maybach Music Group. So how you feel about that? And that's when 50 Cent actually took it seriously and started threatening Rick Ross over Instagram and everything like that. Even though it started off as a clown battle, then 50 Cent took it into the street battle. So what do you guys got to say about that? Do you feel like
wait, so he said that 50 Cent's son is trying to be part of Maybach Music?
He said that so how you feel that your son is actually tried to apply to be a part of Maybach Music, I guess in a business position? Intern position?
How old is 50 Cent's son?
He's definitely in his teens. Maybe I want to say like 15, 16, I don't know.
Interning at 16?
Yeah, but that was Rick Ross's post.
Oh, okay. What did 50 Cent say back?
He said he just basically threatened him, saying, "Oh, you don't know, and let's just come out and see me in the streets. We can handle that there." So,
probably because he brought his son into it, but even then, like, they didn't really say nothing.
Yeah, so a lot of people are like, "Oh, you know, once 50's over here clowning," but once Rick Ross responded, 50 decided to be all serious about it. So
I probably get a little tired. My son was brought into it, but like, I mean, I saw like 6 stories on Hot New Hip Hop about 50 Cent and Rick Ross beef, and I was like, all right, man.
He's like, all right, man. They really brought this feud out of 2010, 2009.
They've always had beef because 50 Cent just has beef with random people.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he just really targeted Rick Ross again. In addition to that, I just briefly want to say that currently Vivica A. Fox and 50 Cent are going at it because
not in a good way.
Not in a good way. Not in a good way anymore. Vivica made claims that 50 Cent was a I don't want to say the term. He was a snatcher, a butt snatcher, and the picture of him, and Soulja Boy on the cover of a magazine was sus or something like that. And then 50 Cent just went to Instagram and just came at Vivica in various ways. So you guys want to check that out? Go on 50 Cent's Instagram, see what's going on. It's still going on. before we started the show, I seen another post going on, so that's still.
Is Instagram actually 50 Cent? I forgot.
50 Cent, yeah, just 50 Cent.
Oh yeah, guys. So hit up 50 Cent's Instagram.
Hit up his Instagram.
At 50 Cent.
In other news,
slide through those DMs.
I don't know if 50 Cent would. All right, but next we got Diddy, Travis, and Kendrick on the way. Maybe the three we're seeing in a post on Instagram by Travis Scott, vibing out to music, vibing out in the studio. It's Travis Scott, Kendrick, Diddy. So a lot of people are saying maybe this collaboration will take effect on Diddy's last album called No Way Out 2. Maybe.
I mean, it seems like the most plausible of all three of those people because Diddy still dropping an album. Travis already dropped his album, and so did Kendrick.
That's right. That's right.
So it's more than likely to be Diddy's No Way Out too.
Diddy's collab. Do you think these two will be on the same song, or do you think they'll be on different songs? Maybe
That'd be cool if they're on the same song.
it would definitely be cool. I definitely would vibe to that a lot.
I like the little good music song you had going on with the Working remix, which we'll talk about later on.
We'll definitely talk about that later on. Stay tuned for that. And speaking of good, in a way, Pusha T is now the new president of Good Music. He replaced Shy Pope, who I believe I forgot who the president before him was, but he replaced him. What happened was Ye called him and was like, "How do you feel about being the president of Good Music?" Pusha said, "What would I have to do?" And Ye basically said, "Handle all things business related, make it a marketable label, profit, and all that." A lot of people are saying that this is a sign that Ye isn't is maybe going to retire and maybe is not really focused on music anymore. I thought that initially, but
he gave Pusha T his position.
Yeah, once I read that the president was actually Shy Pope, then I realized that can't be it at all.
Yeah, the president isn't the head of an entire company. The CEO is.
Yeah.
Kanye is a CEO, founder of Good Music, so he owns the entire business. The president is someone who's a top manager of the business, but Kanye West owns the entire thing. And like you said, if he be the new CEO, then it'll be like, damn.
Yeah. So I was like, all right. That's how I felt initially, and then I read into it some more because I seen there was a whole commotion on Twitter about it, on social media about it. So I made sure to check it out, see what was going on. But congratulations to Pusha T. Now all we want out of you is that King Push album, and things will be good. Things will be good.
Did you say you were dropping since last year?
Exactly. And finally, for our last story, we got none other than Drizzy Drake news, Six God news.
Wait, did he make it to the billboards this week?
Oh well,
Jeremy speaks.
Actually, that's not happening.
He lives, gentlemen.
That's not happening.
Oh.
I'll tell you that is not happening. Adele has seized that position.
So then another week. Oh damn.
Another week, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap.
No, he's not being Adele.
That's it. That's it.
No one's being Adele. Adele's 297 million views on her Vivo for Hello.
It's slow.
And Vivos count towards album sales.
Yep.
So yeah, there's just no way.
But in other news, with the Six God is watching billboards are all over Toronto promoting Views from the Six, which should be coming out very soon. I don't know when you guys think it's gonna come out. I predict that it's gonna come out in January.
Yeah,
that's what I predict.
Alan, my boy Alan, the rapper, a legend. Yeah, we had this. We were talking about it, and he feels the same way. He feels like, Drake might just drop his album in January, and the only reason why he feels that way because he noted that in what song?
30 for 30.
Yeah, on 30 for 30. Was it 30 for 30?
Yeah, because he said just know it will be January in no time.
Yeah, and like Alan, my friend, told me that he believes just with him saying that one quote, he believes that he might just drop his album in January.
I mean,
it's possible,
I thought he was gonna drop it or something, maybe a single on Halloween, but that didn't happen. So I don't like. I guess
the future thing could put a damp in September 24th.
But I knew that wasn't gonna happen. But I knew
that's pretty plausible because he put it on his website and everything. The last time he did that was when Nothing Was the Same got announced, and that would have been a 2-year anniversary. Nothing Was the Same. So it would have been like a plausible.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know because was spring 2015 really popping for them?
Well, I guess with the result of him releasing the mixtape, he was eating off of that. So I would say that I guess OVO.
Yeah, you have to give that time to breathe.
Yeah.
And stuff, and so Drake, Drake latching on to people's careers and stuff.
I'm still waiting for PND's mixtape album. That's the only thing.
Did you say Part Next Door, Magic Jordan?
Yeah, they were all dropping in 2015.
Magic Jordan.
I wanted to hear Magic Jordan more than
PND.
Yeah, it's an order of things I wanted to hear the most was Part Next Door, Magic Jordan, and then Drake stuff. Because I'm a huge I love Magic Jordan to death, but they have not dropped a complete project at all, ever.
Well, speaking of projects, I got a little topic or a special segment I'd like to start
about
with
the projects in like New York.
No, man, special segments. Special segment. We bringing them back. So I got this special segment for y'all called "One Gotta Stay." Now the rules of this is simple. I say 4 albums. You pick one.
One gotta
and
stay.
Why I gotta stay out of the other 3. So you guys ready? Guys do not seem hyped for this.
Yo, start it.
All right. Now, so first tier. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West. Illmatic by Nas. Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick. And Take Care by Drake. One gotta stay. Start, Matt.
Why do I have to start?
Because I just picked you.
I think you gotta start next.
All right.
To be honest, MBDTF, that's the one I listen to the most out of all of them.
Okay.
You know, I like all albums. But I just think that's Kanye's greatest album, and it has the most to offer.
All right. Jeremy. Ding, 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 ding.
I would say
You can't say trilogy.
Oh, damn. Sheesh.
Well, technically.
No, but I was gonna say Illmatic.
Okay.
You know, because it's a classic, and I believe Illmatic was very, very well organized, and you know, its lyrics is like tight. You know,
It's tight.
yes, tight.
All right.
Cohesive.
This is very hard for me, even though I came up with the list myself. I might have to go with Dark Fantasy as well. So I agree with Matthew. Dark Fantasy is one of my favorites. I'm sorry, I'm a Kanye West stan. And don't get me wrong, I love the other 3 albums, but I feel like this one was probably the most impactful out of the 3. Definitely great sounds that I still play to this day, still fresh. So I'm going with MBDTF. So next tier I got for you guys is To Pimp a Butterfly, Beauty Behind the Madness, Documentary 2.5, and Rodeo.
Did you say the full thing then?
Yeah, so both of them?
Yeah, guys.
All right. So Documentary
it's
2.
kind of like one album.
Yeah, all right.
All right, Paris.
All right. Wow. Okay, so
Paris, me and you go because we know what Jeremy's going to pick.
Okay. All right.
But it's just like with the other one, with the first one, I knew you guys were gonna say
no,
Kanye.
because we could have chosen. I know we could have chosen Good Kid, Mad City or Illmatic.
But y'all didn't, so it resulted with Kanye again.
Hey man,
so.
I didn't say that. I that's not what I said. I don't know why you come.
Who made the questions?
Who made the questions?
Yeah.
That's not
Who picked that?
albums that we all listen to.
Man, this ain't no show.
These are all albums that
This is not a show.
as a collective.
This is not a show.
Who picked the albums?
Rodeo.
This ain't a show,
picked the
man.
albums?
This ain't no show.
I want to
man.
talk to the manager. Who
Okay,
picked the
but
album.
you could have picked Rodeo.
Paris, I'm asking you for the answer. So question.
All right, let's go. I choose To Pimp a Butterfly. To Pimp a Butterfly, I feel like is the greatest album of this year so far.
Wait, time out. You didn't even finish saying the other 2 albums.
Yes, I did, Jeremy.
You got Beauty Behind the Madness, To Pimp a Butterfly.
Did I not say?
And what's the other 2?
He said Beauty Behind the Madness, Butterfly, Documentary 2, and Rodeo.
Come on, Jeremy. Now I choose To Pimp a Butterfly because I feel like it's the album with the greatest message. Still gets a lot of plays from me. Definitely Kendrick's, if not probably his best album. So that's why I choose it. So Jeremy, you can go now.
The Weekends.
All right, Beauty Behind the Madness.
I don't have to explain myself.
You don't. And finally,
For me, it's a toss. It's a toss up. I mean, Rodeo is great. Definitely on Travis Bucket, but compared to the other 3, Beauty Behind the Madness is one of my favorite. It's actually my favorite weekend project ever. I think that's his strongest project you ever created.
I actually agree.
In terms of Documentary 2 and Pimp a Butterfly, those are like my tied for best album of the year. In terms of quality, those are like the best albums both artists have ever created. Those are both like 10 out of 10 albums for me.
Okay.
To be honest, what I've been listening to the most lately was 2.5, documentary 2.5. So for as of right now, the documentary 2, but The Pimp a Butterfly is still they're still both tied for number 1. So by the end, if our last show when we do the best albums of the year, maybe I'll come up with a number 1 out of the 2. But those 2 are the best albums of the year.
All right. You heard it here first. So we're gonna be back with our last segment of the day, album music review. So stay tuned on the Trifecta Live on WICR.